Imagine walking into a clinic. There are no needles, no blood draws, and no large imaging machines. You simply exhale once into a small, sleek device. Within seconds, a powerful AI system analyzes thousands of chemical molecules in your breath. It doesn't just tell you how you feel today. It reveals where your metabolism is drifting, where inflammation might be rising, and where the efficiency of your cellular powerhouses, the mitochondria, is declining. It can do this years before any symptoms even appear. This isn't science fiction. This is the cutting edge of breath metabolomics, supercharged by artificial intelligence. And it's poised to completely redefine how we understand and detect disease. Modern medicine is incredible, but it's largely reactive. We diagnose a disease after it has already taken hold. We act after glucose levels cross a dangerous threshold, after plaque becomes visible on a scan, after cognitive function noticeably declines, or after pain finally forces us to see a doctor. But the truth is, the biochemical drift, the slow slide towards disease, begins long before any of these things happen. Deep inside your body, mitochondria might start to strain. Oxidative stress can slowly accumulate. Inflammation can begin to smolder. Your metabolic flexibility, your body's ability to switch between fuel sources, can start to decline. All these underlying processes generate invisible clues, tiny particles called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. Our human noses can't interpret this complex chemical language, but AI can. Your breath contains hundreds of these VOCs. Some of them reflect how you're metabolizing fat. Others indicate levels of oxidative stress or your body's nitrogen balance. Some even give clues about the activity of your gut microbes or the breakdown of fats related to inflammation. Individually, any single one of these compounds might not mean much, but AI doesn't just look at one molecule in isolation. It sees the entire symphony. It analyzes patterns across thousands of data points, looking at subtle ratios and how they change over time. Using machine learning, these models can detect a unique metabolic fingerprint, a signature that is completely invisible to human interpretation. Essentially, AI doesn't smell disease. It decodes the body's earliest warnings. Researchers are right now developing what they call electronic noses. These incredible devices use advanced nanomaterial sensors, miniaturized mass spectrometry, and pattern recognition chips to detect specific clusters of chemicals in your breath. The AI then takes this data and maps these complex patterns to specific disease risk profiles. Already, exciting studies are exploring breath-based detection for a whole range of conditions, from lung cancer and diabetes to kidney dysfunction and even neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. The goal isn't to replace existing diagnostic tools, but to add a powerful new layer, the ability to detect the earliest metabolic signatures of trouble long before a formal diagnosis is possible. There's a critical difference between diagnosing a disease and predicting its trajectory. Diagnosis identifies a pathology that is already present. Prediction, on the other hand, identifies a drift away from health. A breath AI system might not tell you, you have diabetes. Instead, it might say, your metabolic flexibility is declining, your oxidative stress markers are trending up, and your inflammatory signature is increasing. This is a game changer. It means intervention can begin so much earlier, long before irreversible damage occurs. Imagine being able to measure your breath every week from the comfort of your home. An app on your phone could track your mitochondrial efficiency, your overall inflammation load, your stress response patterns, and even the metabolic impact of your sleep and diet. Suddenly, your health is no longer a binary concept. You're not just sick or healthy. It becomes a dynamic spectrum. You're either resilient and strong, or you're drifting towards a problem. Medicine becomes driven by real-time feedback. Your lifestyle choices become informed by hard data. And prevention, for the first time, becomes truly measurable. In our last episode, we talked about biological aging. Well, AI breath analysis could take this concept to a whole new level. It could generate real-time biological age trajectory scores, mitochondrial efficiency indexes, and metabolic flexibility ratings. Instead of just guessing how fast you're aging, you could track the actual chemistry of aging directly from your breath. AI has the power to transform the simple act of breathing from an unconscious process into a source of profound, actionable insight. Of course, with great technology comes great responsibility. These AI predictions must be interpreted carefully by qualified professionals. The risk of overdetection causing unnecessary anxiety is real, and data privacy must be rigorously protected. Breath analysis is meant to support physicians, giving them a new tool, It's not meant to replace them. The ultimate goal here is to create awareness, not fear. This predictive insight must empower us to take control of our health, not overwhelm us with data. Initially, breath AI will likely be found in research labs and specialized clinics. But technology miniaturizes at an astonishing pace. Think about how computers have evolved. Within just a few years, we could see portable breath analysis devices that integrate directly with our smartphones. Imagine getting daily stress reports, weekly metabolic check-ins, and long-term aging curves right on your phone. The invisible chemistry of our bodies would become visible and readable. What's truly powerful about breath AI is that it doesn't look at organs in isolation. It integrates systems. It connects the dots between your gut metabolism, your mitochondrial function, your inflammation patterns, and even your autonomic nervous system balance. It sees the body as the interconnected network that it is, because disease is often a network failure, not just a single organ malfunction. But perhaps the most profound aspect of all this is timing. It is not just about detecting cancer at stage 1. It is about detecting the metabolic instability that increases cancer risk in the first place. It's not just about diagnosing diabetes, but about identifying the drift towards insulin resistance years earlier. This is the essence of upstream medicine: less invasive treatments, lower healthcare costs, and a population with higher resilience. Breath analysis may become our earliest, most powerful, and least invasive health checkpoint. When people see data, their behavior changes. If you can see your inflammatory markers decrease after you start prioritizing sleep, you're motivated to keep doing it. If you see your stress markers normalize after you start a daily breathing practice, you'll stick with it. This kind of direct feedback is the missing link between knowing what to do and actually doing it. Imagine a future where your annual health review includes not just blood biomarkers and imaging scans, but also a comprehensive breath metabolic profile. This would give you and your doctor a true three-dimensional view of your health: structure from imaging, function from blood work, and chemistry from your breath. The AI connects the patterns, the physician interprets the context, and you, the patient, can adjust your behavior in real time. Health finally becomes proactive, not reactive. For centuries, physicians have listened to our lungs with a stethoscope. Now, we are learning to listen to the molecules within our breath. The very air you exhale carries a universe of microscopic information, invisible, complex, and incredibly dynamic. AI doesn't replace our biology, it decodes it. The future of medicine may not depend on more needles and more scans. It may depend on simply reading the chemistry that is already leaving your body with every single breath. Because the body always whispers before it screams. And now, technology may finally be able to hear it. In our final episode, we'll bring everything together, exploring the 5 core signals that can predict disease before it even starts. This is Health Reimagined, where we shift our focus from treatment to trajectory. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.